So go ahead, Curran. Take it over, my friend.
Hi guys, hope everyone's doing all right tonight. Right here we got a whiteboard, and I'm going to be enrolling Greg on what we call the solution to life that we learned from our mentor Joko. So Greg, what is it you want to be up to in life, man?
Well, I have always wanted to travel. I've always wanted to do something really big and help people, and would love to be able to take care of my parents, pay off their mortgage, and really just have a huge impact in the world.
Wow, that is amazing. So if I could ask you, what's stopping you from doing that right now?
Well, what's stopping me right now is, I don't really have time. I'm working my full-time job. I don't get really much vacation to travel, so even when I get vacation, I just want to stay home.
Yeah.
And, money.
Money. Well, to be honest, Greg, a lot of the people that I've met up with and talked to seem to have a similar issue. They all have these big dreams. They all have places they want to go, and they all have, sometimes these dreams that might not be as realistic as what they seem anymore. And the reason is because a lot of them are on this system. And the system is something that 95% of everybody we know is on. So I got a quick question for you, man. At 25 years old, what do you think the average 25-year-old makes a month?
Per month, I'd say 25-year-olds are making around $1,500.
$1,500 a month. Awesome. There's no right or wrong here, honestly, $1,500 is quite a bit of money, but the average person usually works anywhere around 40 to 50 years, right? So let's say 40 years goes by, and now you're 65 years old. What do you think the average 65-year-old makes a month before retirement?
Maybe at the height of your career, around $6,000 per month?
$6,000. Okay, so now you worked 40 years, your income has gone up. What are we usually wanting to do around 65?
Retire?
Retire. Well, a funny thing is that I've realized in this last year is that for people my age, being 23 years old, you're going to have almost $2 million to even qualify for retirement nowadays. So this is just to show you that the minority is going to get retirement. So when you do retire, what happens to your income? It goes down.
It drops, right?
It drops. It drops down to maybe what you were making when you were 25 years old. So as you see, our income's gone down, but as we get older, we accumulate things, and one thing never stops going up. And that is our expenses.
Expenses, yeah. Cost of living.
The cost of living, what it costs to live. So let's say you're 65 years old now. You've worked 40 years. You probably have a house by now. You most likely have a car or multiple cars because you have a family. And if you're lucky, you did just work 40 years, you would hope to have some savings, right?
Of course.
Okay. So like I said, this is what about 95% of what everybody in the world is up to. Now, there's nothing wrong with this other than the fact that most of the people working throughout these 40 years are working really hard. And sometimes they might not have enough time to take care of their body, or enough time to eat what they want to eat, or enough time to even have time to think. So, when 65 hits, things like medical bills, surgeries, doctor bills can come into play. My mom, being 49 years old, her pancreas exploded 2 years ago, and she was hospitalized and put in intensive care for 2 years. One of the bills on the table was for over $6 million, and that was in a stack of almost 1,000 bills.
Wow.
So you know what happened? These doctor bills, these medical bills, these surgeries, basically any life emergency can completely wipe this out for you. It wiped out my mom's savings almost in a matter of a week. Okay, when her savings got wiped out, the next thing they went for was taking away her house. When her house got taken away, she was so broke that when her car broke down, she couldn't repair her car. So now guess what happened to our family life? I might as well erase it. You know, our family life was just destroyed. Okay? Now, see, like I said, this is what, 95% of what everybody's up to. They're an employee, to someone else's system. This is what I call being a part of the system. All right? So what this looks like is, let's say you work 8 hours a day for 30 days. You could accumulate 240 hours in that 1 month. You, relying on your own 2 hands to be in there every single day to swipe in that clock-in card, you could rack up 240 hours. Not bad, right?
No.
No, and that's, there's nothing wrong with working, 30 days in the month, but wouldn't you get a little tired?
Very.
Very. And, I like to call this hard work. These are people who are getting up every day and, really being on their grind to pay for the bills that are due right now. See, but the difference between the 95% of everybody who is on this system and the 5% that I like to say owns the system is that these people have found a way to have multiple thems. So what would it look like or be like if you could have 100 yous working 8 hours a day for 30 days? Your numbers now are 24,000 hours. So you tell me, who do you think's living, a more comfortable life?
The guy that owns the system.
Okay. So now, obviously, the goal in life would be to find a way to own your own system of over 100 U's. Now, before I go any further, man, I just got a quick question. What would, give me an amount of money to make this worth your time that you would like to see? Because obviously, I've found a way to have this.
Okay. I would say if I could make $2,000 per month, I would be all about that.
$2,000 a month. Okay. So $2,000 a month. All right. So now, for us to get this system of over 100 us's, man, I just wanted to let you know that there actually happens to be a 42-year-old company out of Okinawa, Japan, that believes that everybody deserves to have this implemented in their life. They believe that the ordinary man has a chance to live an extraordinary life. Okay, so like I said, this is a 42-year-old company out of Okinawa, Japan that believes everybody can have this by spreading true health globally with compassion. What is true health to you?
Having a healthy body?
All right, having a healthy body. But the thing is, you can have a healthy body. You can eat all the kale in the world. You can drink your protein shakes. You can go to the gym as many times as you want. But if you still have student loan debt or a phone bill you can't pay, or maybe a rent bill that you can't pay, would you say that your mental health is going to be good if you can't pay your bills at the end of the month?
So a lot of stress.
It's a lot of stress. So honestly, your finances. Do you believe that your finances might play a huge toll in being healthy?
I never thought about it like that, but yeah, that makes sense.
So now let me ask you, man, if you had a healthy body and you had healthy finances, would you have peace of mind?
I'd say so, yeah, I think I would.
You'd have peace of mind. Well, man, this is actually the heart of my company. This is what I like to call the heart of Enagic. And Enagic, like I said, believes everybody deserves to have these 3 things settled in their life right now. Would this be something you might be interested in hearing about?
Yeah, tell me more.
Okay, so, Japan actually throughout the years has climbed to, I would say in the top 5 ranks in health in the world. So, I don't know if you knew this or not, United States is pretty low down, and I think that we're underneath Cuba. So Japan believes that, honestly, health prevention is going to play a huge toll in your lifespan. So instead of taking care of your body once you're already sick, Japan believes actually that, by preventing any health sickness, you're going to live a much longer life. So check this out, man. This is actually a medical device. These are 3 medical devices out of Okinawa, Japan. Okay? So this is going to be your 3 devices that are going to be able to help and cure, not necessarily cure, but honestly give your body what it needs to be able to live a long, healthy life. So this right here is going to be your K8. Your K8 is actually a water ionizer that makes 11 different pHs of water that allows you to go completely green in your entire house and gives you the cleanest drinking water on the planet. I don't know if you know this or not, but our bottled water in this country is filled with carcinogens and thousands of other toxic plastic chemicals, and our tap water is filled with fluoride, lead, and sulfur, and who knows what else. So the question is what do you drink? You know, with our bodies being 80% water, the Japanese believe that, you know, this machine having good, healthy drinking water is going to play a huge toll in your health. Okay? So let's say you have the inside of your body taken care of now. You've got this K8 implemented in your life, but one thing a lot of people don't realize or think about is that your skin happens to be the largest organ on your body. So they actually invented this technology called the Enespa. The Enespa brings these famous hot healing springs from Hokkaido, Japan to your shower. And believe it or not, it's going to filter out all the chlorine, lead, and all the other chemicals in your city tap water, now allowing the outside of your body to be taken care of. So do you see how, you know, by being 80% water, these machines are really going to help bring your health back into balance? So the question now is, so how do you take care of the last 20%? Well, we actually have our turmeric, which is in the ginger family, which we call Ukon, which is a whole food dietary supplement that is 100% organic and is going to give you every essential vitamin or oil or anything your body needs that the water can't give you to help your body function the way it's supposed to.
Wow.
So do you see how this is going to get checked off?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay. So now the question is how are we going to get this? How are we going to have healthy finances? Would you be interested in hearing about that?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. So now this company has made it to, like I said, for every ordinary person to have the chance to live an extraordinary life. Okay? So for that to happen, your finances have to be in check. Mr. Oshiro, the founder of this company, actually created a patented business plan called the 8-point system. And in the 8-point system, those 3 products I showed you, which is a package called the trifecta, will pay you commission, meaning the K8 is going to pay you $340. The Enespa is going to pay you $180, and the Ukon is going to pay you $40. Meaning, for anybody coming in on the trifecta, for you coming in on the trifecta, that would be $560 coming my way per point. So what do I mean by per point? What I mean by per point is that with this 8-point system, the founder of this company has made it real simple for us to be able to understand how we're going to get paid really well to live an extraordinary life. So check this out. We have 6 ranks to start off at. 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, and 6A. Okay? So remember earlier how I told you, you get paid $560 per point. What that means is that depending on what rank you're at is how many points you're going to get paid. So let's say you're 1A, you get 1 times 560. If you're a 3A, you get 3 times 560. If you're a 6A, you get 6 times 560. Okay? So when you come in on this business, you start off as a 1A. Obviously the goal is going to be to climb up ranks continuously and climb to what we call 6A. So to become a 2A, you have to have 2 units in your 1A lane to become a 2A. You have to have 10 to become a 3A, 20 to become a 4A, 50 to become a 5A, and 100 to become a 6A. So check this out. With the purchase of your trifecta, you're actually going to be set up to buy your Enespa first. Why? Because check this out. The second that you buy your Enespa, you're automatically a distributor in the company. Meaning the second you send in the paperwork for your Enespa, they're going to send you a distributor ID number, meaning you can offer this trifecta to absolutely anybody that you could ever talk to. So, let's say you come in on the Enespa. That means you have your distributor ID number. That means you can actually purchase the K8 and the Ukon from yourself. Meaning you're going to get paid $380 just for signing up. You know, not too bad, right? But the power of the trifecta, what's really beautiful about this business plan, is that by doing this, you're automatically a 2A with the first person you share this with because your two 1A lanes are filled with your K8 and your UConn. So let's say this is Chris, all right? Chris comes in. Now you're going to get paid $560 because, you know, the trifecta is really the only thing that I offer people, man, is that, you know, when you come in on the trifecta, now you're going to get $560 times 2 points. Meaning for Chris coming in, that's $1,120. Okay? But what's really beautiful about this business, really powerful about this business, is that it actually is going to pay you directly, and also it's going to pay you indirectly. So me as your direct upline, I'm going to be dedicated and committed to helping you find your first 2 investors, because if you don't succeed, I don't succeed. So you know what? I'm going to help you find Chris's first 2 investors, okay? That's $1,120 for each of them coming in on the trifecta. Person A, person B. So remember earlier how I told you to advance to 3A, you need 10 total units in your organization. By moving in threes with the trifecta, so far we're at 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, meaning your second direct in this business, you're going to be a 3A, meaning you get paid 3 times 560. Wow, that's pretty awesome, right? So let's say this is Kate, all right? Kate comes in, now you're getting 560 times 3. So for Kate coming in, that's $1,680 in your mailbox. But remember, I'm absolutely dedicated and committed to helping you find your first 2 investors because I really, really want to see Kate succeed. I also want to see you succeed. So let's say Kate brings in her first 2 people. Do you think Kate knows 2 people who need true health settled in their life?
I imagine she does.
Well, for them coming on, that's $1,680 coming your way, $1,680 coming your way for person A and person B. So let's just stop here, man. If we were to completely stop right here and you were to share this with 2 direct human beings, okay, your total amount of money that you would have made so far is going to be $1,680 times 3, $1,120 times 3, and $380. Meaning, so far, just by 2 direct human beings, you made $8,780. And at this point, your entire investment into your health and to your future is completely paid off, and you never have to do anything again if you didn't want to. So let's say you did want to do something with this business, okay? Now your machine and your entire trifecta is completely paid off. So let's see. To become a 4A, I told you need 20 units, all right? So let's see where we're at. We're at 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19, 20. Wow. So that means your third direct, you're ready for the 4th rank that this company has to offer, meaning you're a 4A. So let's say hypothetically, this is someone like me, all right? Me, I was tired of working at Chipotle full-time, flipping burritos and working for almost nothing. So let's say Curran, someone like Curran's a go-getter, all right? Now you're getting paid $560 times 4 points. So for Curran coming in, that's $22.40, all right? So Curran now brought you $22.40. But you know what? Curran knows 10 people this month or this week or this day who could use something like this in their life. So let's say Curran shares that with 10 people. So off of Curran's efforts alone, that's $22,400 coming to your mailbox. Would you be able to travel and really help the world like you'd want to if you had an extra $22,000?
That's more than I made all last year.
That's more than I made all last year too, man. So do you think that together we could climb to 6A? You think we could, over the next 1 to 3 years, create a business plan and a strategy to help you reach 6A? Because I just showed you how to get to 4A with 3 directs.
Could you do that exact presentation for my best friend Chris?
Yes, and I will do that for anybody you would like to talk to until you get the hang of this. Honestly, this is something that'll take you, 2 or 3 trainings of coming to plugging in with our team to really understand and digest how to do this. So let's say you're a 6A now, okay? We climb together to 6A. You have 100 units in your organization, all right? So do you remember earlier how I told you how powerful it could be if you had over 100 U's working 8 hours a day for 30 days. Your numbers are 24,000 hours. You're now working smart. All right, so do you see how you can have this system of over 100 U's by reaching 6A?
I really do, yeah.
Well, Greg, honestly, man, I just wanted to let you know that we have multiple ways for you to come into this business, but one of the ways that we like to offer people is for them to call a company called Comerica Bank, get financed for the entire amount, and your monthly payments will actually be less than your phone bill, man. It'll be $87 a month.
Wow.
Do you think that's something that you might be able to fit into your budget?
Yeah. How long does that take? Can I call them right now?
Well, honestly, man, if you want, I can actually call right now, and as soon as they connect, I can hand you the phone, and we can walk through the steps together.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, one last thing I wanted to show you, Greg. Remember I told you the heart of this company is to spread true health globally with compassion. True health being having a healthy body, healthy finances, which allow you to have peace of mind, right?
Yes.
So do you see how our 3 tangible products can give you this?
Yeah, I do.
Do you see how our patent compensation plan is going to get this settled in your life?
Yes, it's amazing.
So do you see how I have this? How my life has completely changed in this last year? How I've been able to travel the entire country and see almost all 50 states in this last year that I've been in this business, because honestly, I now have this, and most importantly, I have the heart of this company, which is having true health settled in my life.
I can see that, and I can tell you that you really inspire me, and I want to have that for myself.
Awesome, man. Well, guys, that's how you do it in 15 minutes.